I already know what you're thinking. Men them jacket a bit bright, isn't it? Well, men them use jacket for intended purposes tonight. Got to stay protected, and men got to stay visible during the gloomy weather. So loud that fam. Man will lick off man's helmet, you get me? Yeah, blood.
What?
Man, that was the worst roadie accent ever. Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. Today, I'm gonna show you how to stay warm and toasty during the colder months of winter cycling. This is going to include all of the gear that I wear personally out in the winter, as well as a quick review on my Castelli Perfetto, I don't even know how to say it, I still don't know, but my Castelli Perfetto long sleeve jersey or jacket, jersey or jacket, I don't know what it is. So let's begin. Cycling in the winter time can be extremely painful and extremely annoying, especially if you don't have the proper gear. Having the proper gear can be all of the difference of whether or not you're gonna actually be out on the road or if you're gonna be stuck indoors on an indoor trainer. Let's first talk about toes and feet. So me personally, my feet get extremely cold. It doesn't even have to be 30 degrees outside. It could be 60 degrees and my feet will probably still be cold. Thankfully, I found a solution for myself that works really, really well when it comes to being warm in the colder months ahead. So I essentially have two different items that I keep on my feet. The first ones here, these are just toe covers, neoprene toe covers from Bontrager. I think I paid about 25 bucks for these. So I'll put these on over my shoes, and I'll typically wear these when it's about 45 to 60 degrees. Next up on my left are these Bontrager shoe covers. Now these are great because they're waterproof, they're high vis, which is good for safety, and they'll keep your feet warm and dry. And I'll wear these typically when it's about 45 degrees to about 40. Now when the weather dips to about 42 degrees and below, I'll wear the toe covers as well as the shoe covers as well. And in addition to that, I will also wear these pair of winter socks. I got these from Walmart. They're just Hanes. Probably paid like 5 bucks for them, but they work really, really well in conjunction with the other items I just mentioned. And the absolute game changer, guys, the absolute game changer are these warming insoles. These are great. You can pick up a box for these on Amazon for probably like 20 bucks, but they are a lifesaver. So I'll put these in my shoes. I'll take out the insoles, or I'll even put them on top of my insoles in my shoes. So I'll wear these with these and these, as well as the socks. And this is when the weather, like I said, drops down to about 40 degrees or colder. And I've worn these probably about as cold as 33, 32 degrees, and my feet have remained nice and toasty. Moving up the list here, leg protection. So this is gonna be very important, especially as you get older. Your knees will start to ache a little bit in the colder weather, so it's important to keep your legs as well as your knees protected. So these are from Monton Sports. I absolutely love their items. I mentioned that before. So these are their winter fleece bibs. The inside is nice and toasty. It's super duper soft. It's a fleece material, and they work really, really well. These are what I wear basically from 50 degrees all the way down to 32 degrees. And they definitely work, especially in the crotch area. It keeps that nether regions nice and toasty, if you like that. I would show you what the chamois looks like, but it probably has skid marks in it and you don't want to see that.
Bruh.
All right, next up, stomach, chest, etc. I have a couple of things that I like to layer with. The first one is this wicking shirt. It's basically kind of like a dry fit, but it's from Walmart instead. It cost me about $10, and it's really great for wicking away moisture. I'll usually wear this when it's around 50 degrees or so. And then if it's colder than that, I'll wear this along with this wool turtleneck. I've had this for a super duper long time. It's got holes in it and everything, but it works really, really well as a second layer. Plus being a turtleneck, it keeps your neck protected from the cold and harsh weather. Next up are gloves. So I have two types of gloves that I wear depending on what the weather's gonna be. So the ones on my left here, these are ones from Bontrager. These ones are super thick and they're waterproof. These ones are really great for when the weather drops down to about 45 degrees and colder. Anything more than that, or if you're gonna be doing a super duper hard effort, these will be too warm and your hands will definitely sweat a little bit in them. But 45 degrees and below, they're great. You still have dexterity to be able to shift, and they're high vis, which is great. This other pair, oh, and I should mention too, these ones, these Bontrager, I paid about $60 or $70 for them. So they are a bit of an investment, but like I said, if you do plan on riding outdoors a lot, you definitely will need a pair like these. 100% recommend. Now this other pair here I got off Amazon. They're intended for cycling, but they're probably just regular everyday gloves. I paid about $25 for these. Now these I'll wear when the weather is between 45 degrees to about 55. Anything more than that and they're definitely gonna be too warm. But yeah, they're good because they're thin and you still can get dexterity like I mentioned with the more thicker gloves. So these are great just for $25. They're good to have. They're super lightweight and so they can fit in the back of your jersey, no problem. Now, as far as what I wear on my head, where did it go? It's gone, bruh. No, seriously. Oh, seriously, okay. Now, as far as head and neck protection, now that's gonna vary as well too. So I always wear some sort of a bandana. It protects my hair from the sun, from the cold, and I can sort of put it over my ears as well. So I'll always wear this. I bought this is from Gore-Tex, Gorewear, whatever. I probably paid about 40 bucks for this. Now this covers your whole entire face. Now it does work as far as keeping you nice and warm, but it covers the mouth area, which I don't prefer. So I haven't been wearing it as often, but if you're someone who is okay with that, then this definitely is worth it. It's got a fleece lined material on the inside, nice and stretchy, and it's definitely gonna keep your head, your nose, your mouth, and your neck protected from the cold weather. And by the way, if you've made it this far in the video, comment down below with a clown emoji. Got it? Clown emoji. A lot of you have been asking me when I was gonna finally upload the review on my Castelli Perfetto long sleeve jersey. And by a lot of you, I mean just one, which was soccer player 1516. So thanks for asking, I appreciate the support. Now, what everyone wants to really know about is my Castelli Perfetto long sleeve jersey. This thing is great. I paid retail price for it, which was $230. You can probably get it for cheaper if you look around, but this thing is incredible. I highly recommend this thing. I have worn this basically the last 2-3 months, ever since the weather has dropped to about 50 degrees. So it's rated from about 50 degrees all the way down to about 35, and it 100% works. When you first put it on, it feels like it's not gonna keep you warm because it is so lightweight and it's stretchy, but once you start getting up to speed and once your body warms up outdoors, it definitely keeps you warm without making you super duper sweaty. And it's great because it has some side vents here, so when you do start to feel a bit warm, you can zip them down and get a little bit of extra ventilation. So I went with a large. I am 74 kilograms, and I usually wear a medium in almost everything, but the website does say that it fits a little bit snug, so I've sized up to a large, and even with the large, it is, I would say it's definitely more of a aero race fit rather than a cozy, comfortable one. But even still, it's sewn and designed in a way where even though it's snug, it still feels really comfortable when you're in the hoods or even when you're in the drops. So I definitely say if you have the money and you do plan on riding outside a lot, 100% purchase this. No questions asked. This is awesome. So even though it's snug, I still have room to layer. So when the weather is about 40 degrees and lower, I'll wear this along with my base layer, this wicking shirt I mentioned, as well as the turtleneck. And like I said, I get cold really easily. So even with all three of these, I'm still able to be nice and toasty without overheating, no sweating. The reason being is because this jacket somehow is waterproof, yet I don't know how they do it, but 100% definite buy for sure. So I think that's about it, guys. I think that's everything I want to show you as far as what I wear in the fall and winter months. As always, if you have any questions or comments about anything that I've shown you today, please feel free to leave a comment or a question on them down below. As always, thanks again for watching, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace.